Even during
fun
All-Star
watching
too, like I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But your
What about
highlight?
you? Any highlights?
It wasn't initially, but drawing Brad and Jack and Jill and Brad Jets was pretty fun. I love you, Brad.
It wasn't initially.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to MackZaddy. Today, we're going to be talking about NZO, the New Zealand Open 2024.
Yeah.
We just got back. It was an awesome weekend. But before that,
Cheers.
cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cheers to you all. Thank you for listening in. Been getting some really good messages and comments and from all of you, and we really appreciate it for you writing in and telling us what you like.
Yeah. It makes us feel better about ourselves.
It also it lets us know that we're doing the right thing. So if you do, again, want to share it, like it, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, it helps us know that we're doing the right thing. And if not, just send us hate mail.
We'll take
Only,
any...
no, just address it to
Just
Zach.
me. Yeah.
Comment hate mail because it boosts
Comment hate mail, comment.
Yeah.
Share it and
More
say
views.
how bad the episode is out in the world.
We'll take it all.
On that note, let's do another great episode. So New Zealand Open 2024.
Yeah.
How many of these have you guys been to? Do you know?
This is my third, technically. But, like, it feels like second because I went last year and that felt like the first because I went back in 2017, but it was a very different event back then.
Yeah.
It was, like, tiny. It was, like...
I think it might be my fifth
Yeah.
or sixth in total. Yeah.
I've actually lost count. I don't even know
Yeah.
how many I've been
Nice.
to. 'cause
But
I
it's
was-
cool. Like, we even talked about how Arnie's run it.
Yeah.
Chris is running it now.
Tina ran it first, and then it was Then I think it shifted to Arnie, now Chris, and so it's
So it's cool to see the evolution of it and everything.
It's cool. It's very cool.
One of my favorite events, I think, in the sense of the social scene and the people there and the atmosphere of like acceptance and just good vibes and energy and support around you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's it. Like, if this is my second time there, it is also like one of my most favorite events.
Yeah.
It's just so fun to be there. Like I have just such high praise for it, and I was so excited for it this year. After going last year, I was like, holy shit, I just want to do that again.
Yeah.
It's like
a
very cool.
Special crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's so different. Like, I love it. Like, you'll have like people that have social anxiety mixing with people that are so out there and loud, mixing with people that are like a bit quirky, and then mixing with very like mainstream. I'm just saying these words. I don't even know.
Words.
But like, do you know what I mean? Everyone's very
Describing all
different.
types of people.
And you know who you are.
But that's it. It does. It feels very diverse. It feels very warm.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
like welcoming, like the community.
Yeah.
It's like it's a nice thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering.
Absolutely.
You can probably hear it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I lost my my voice like
on day one.
Day one.
Yeah, after day one. Yeah.
basically.
We were cheering pretty loud though.
Couldn't help it.
Well, you were there Thursday night and Friday night, and
I
after
was there
Friday night
Thursday
is
and
when you were
Friday.
losing it, right? So
Yeah.
Saturday you had lost. Like
That's-
Saturday, I couldn't understand you.
Yeah, I know there was
At
nothing coming out. I was doing charades until talking
Unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, we
the
weren't
attempts
doing
were
great.
made.
How'd
Oh
your
my
workshops
goodness.
go?
My one, cool. We did 2 workshops.
Routine was cool.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was fun.
That was very fun.
Just want to say, I learned that in the rehearsals.
The floor trials.
You did
In the floor
learned it
trials.
during floor trials.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing it.
Thank you
Thanks
for
doing
teaching it to me.
Anytime.
Or you didn't.
I didn't. We just did floor trials. You just had to figure it out.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. We did the same thing last year as well, where we did a routine like that. Yeah, it was cool. It was
Harder
like
or easier than the year before?
easy. It was definitely easier
I thought so
than
too.
last year.
I didn't learn the first one, but watching him, I was like, I could do this one. I think I could do this one.
Yeah, this one had, I think, it was more West Coasty. For sure.
Gotcha.
More stylized West Coast.
Yeah.
I think the last year we had a lot more like solo movement stuff happening in it. Still both were pretty cool. This one, definitely a little easier. I love it. One of the videos I see, I think Sarah posted like N4 dance. It's like they learned this choreo under an hour.
Yeah.
In less than an hour, and I'm like, I think we went over like 15 minutes.
Don't dump yourself in. man.
Sorry. We were right on time.
I love that.
but-
Because we came in that day, we were actually running late from the airport because the plane was running a bit behind. So we got off the plane, literally grabbed some food on the way, and then Laura and Dane dropped us off, and we were like, "We're about to teach, go!" And we heard your workshop still going.
Yeah.
We're like, "Sweet, they're still running it. They're running over."
Yeah.
And then Maddie's like, "Nope, we're teaching down here."
Downstairs. Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, get ready to go. But it was fun. We also had we taught a bit of history.
Oh.
Like in the sense
when
of
we say history
in the sense of like in Australia we learned this dance.
historical line dance.
It's a historical line dance. It's been
Oh,
around
you
for a long
taught
time.
history?
Yeah, this is not a history lesson. Yeah,
I
different
see,
way.
I see. Yeah.
But we taught it was fun because like we didn't tell them the song, we didn't tell them what the line dance was, and we just started teaching it. And then I was like, "Does anyone know what we're doing right now?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, I think it was Kyle from the US was
Yeah.
like, "Is it the wobble?" And we're like, "Yeah, of course you know what it
I
is."
kind of like that, teaching the choreo of like a popular line dance prior to like
Yeah,
letting them like hear
we're
the
testing
music.
them without knowing they're being
yeah,
tested.
Yeah.
We're trying to see how many people know things.
Yeah.
It was perfect for like a 20-minute thing.
Well, that's it. Yeah, like
20
a
minutes.
small,
So let's just do this
small
easy
workshop
thing that'll
slot.
take 2 seconds.
That was a very quick workshop.
Yeah. In and out.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I came in, I think I was walking past, I think I was either doing a private or something, but I remember I walked into the class for a little bit and started dancing. One of the dance offs you were having,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
left
yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
I remember you shaking, I think
That's
it was Mood
right.
It.
Yeah.
Like making him wobble.
We turned it into a battle, and it was like wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, and I was like wobble baby, like making him wobble. It was fun.
That was
Thanks,
fun.
Mood.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nice. Yeah, cool. It was also a new venue this year.
Yep. New venue.
I like it.
It was cool.
I like it.
I like the
liked it a lot.
layout. It had like 2 very clear separate areas, but they still felt together.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
was nice.
Yeah.
That's the part. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I liked the inclusivity of that. It was good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're away from the ballroom
No.
because there's speakers still
Yeah.
downstairs,
You can
and you
still-
can dance downstairs.
Yeah.
And you can also
And you come
hear
back
the
upstairs.
music. I would often be downstairs
Yes.
and hear a song come up and be like,
Oh,
oh,
let's
shit,
go.
I gotta go
Yeah. I
love this
upstairs.
song.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
can run up and like be in there. So
And you can hear everyone stomping on the floor upstairs.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we got to dance to this one, or like,
Yeah.
or if it's packed upstairs,
Yeah.
because it's not like it's necessarily that much bigger. I don't think.
No,
But
I think it was-
But there's-
longer.
But there's 2 levels.
I
So
think
it's quite narrow.
technically, I think, but yeah, both. I think it was smaller. I think like
Yeah, but there was 2
entirety-
levels.
There was 2 levels,
Which is cool. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure how the posts were gonna work, but that was sweet. That was easy to deal with.
Yeah.
More easier than I thought it would be, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highlights, guys. The
Highlights.
highlights of the weekend.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so many.
So yeah.
Mine would be beating Mackenzie.
Blah, blah,
in
blah, blah.
as a follow.
If I beat me, it would be my highlight as well.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to beat.
Or no, it's not that. Mine would be
Why?
What
Was
is
that
it?
not good enough?
no, obviously. Someone else go. I think I said my highlight. My highlight is honestly the overall feel of the event. I feel as a crew or a staff member or someone being a part of the event,
Yeah.
like being hired to create energy, teach workshops,
Yeah.
and fulfill the vision of an event that Chris has made and with his team. I think it felt like just very relaxing to be a part of the crew, and it felt like everyone supported each other. Like we felt there was almost no responsibility other than to teach the workshops, create some energy in that beginner workshop, and then it just relieves a lot of stress. Like judging, obviously a bit, but like even then, there's so many judges that it doesn't make you feel like you have to judge everything.
Yeah.
So like judging was also easy in the sense of like you didn't have to be there for every division. And
I was
then,
quite happy. I judged very little
Yeah.
that weekend. I think I judged like 2 things.
and I think splitting
And I
the
watched rest of
load
it. Yeah.
just makes it a lot easier and more enjoyable. Like you can enjoy those times.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the freedom and the space that allowed to just socialize and see everybody and actually dance
Yeah.
and talk to people, different people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I find it hard to pick like one or like
Also,
there's like a bunch of different highlights
Absolutely, yeah.
from like, because there's just so many nice things that happen. I think like, yeah, it's such a great place to connect with people. I feel like the same thing as last year. I just met so many people, so many like just very interesting people that I got to like get to know a little bit better. Always a lot of tears at this, this event. I think I cried.
I didn't
like,
cry this time.
I saw you cry.
What do you mean?
In the award ceremony.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I think I swear
It was a little tear this time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of tears.
It was a little less crying than last year, but I think I cried at, like
Every
day at least one point at like a different thing. It was
Really?
very sweet. Well, I like. Surely, yeah. There was a couple times like award ceremony. I think Kat was telling me about her workshop that I wasn't able to attend, but apparently everyone was crying in that one.
Yeah, right.
And then she was telling us about it, and then all of us started having like a really like we all had a D&M about it, and then Kat was crying, and then Heejung was crying.
Oh wow.
And Abby was crying, and I was like, shit. Yeah.
I wouldn't have done. I think there's a reason I wasn't there. I didn't do well with
I
emotions.
think you were doing your workshop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, I don't even think I could pick like a specific thing. I just like, there's so many cool things. Coming second was probably my highlight in Advanced Jack and Jill.
And what tier was it?
Tier 1.
Oh, was it tier 1?
Yeah, so I entered the advanced category to make it a tier 2. Because like I was not going to be following because I didn't register for it. But then I was like, you know what? Someone told me it was a tier 1 and they were one follower off being tier 2. I'm like, fuck it, I'm entering. So at least the followers get at least maybe one more
so
point.
they had tier 2, which was nice.
Yeah. That's it. We were one short.
You would have if the one person missing showed up.
Yeah. Oh, that's
whoever they are.
That's okay. I'm used to tier 1 at this point, so like that's fine.
That's good.
The standing was pretty good actually too.
Yeah, I think the standard overall
of the
was
comps.
great.
Yeah,
I was really good.
We should. Well, yeah, we can talk about the comps, I reckon, because I had some.
Even during
fun
All Star
watching
too,
that.
like I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But your
What about you?
highlight?
Any highlights?
It wasn't initially, but drawing Brad and Jack and Jill and Brad dance was pretty fun. I love you, Brad.
It wasn't initially. Oh god.
I was like, great, we finally get a choice of like a really nice slow song where we can like actually show our skills and have some really nice moments.
Yeah, but you with Brad.
I'm talking. And then, because we'd like just done our routine, that was like high energy and everything, and I just wanted to do something opposite. So I was like, great, I'm going to choose slow, because it was either slow or pump up with the options.
Yeah.
And then I drew Brad, and I was like, well, slow is out the window.
Slow is out the window.
I was going to say, Brad and I were mic'd up, so we did a fun thing with like seeing what we would sound like when we're just sitting there spectating from behind and seeing what we say. And he's like, dude, I was trying to shit talk you, but I just couldn't. And the same thing for me. I was like trying to like make these. It would be funny to see back and like put a compilation again later on. But it was so interesting because we were talking about how I wanted to go pump up music because Advanced literally had like a softer feel, slower, softer feel to it. But not every song did. I think the music was a little bit different in its own way, but the slower vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, we gotta go pump up. But I think strategically wise, it's normally smarter to go slower if you don't know your partner as well, or you like want to be more technically correct or have time to do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I get scared of like doing like upbeat, pump up music.
But like,
especially
it could go either way.
Brad
and
I,
that's what I did at Asia Open though. We had pump up. I'd never danced with this person before.
And never knew and didn't even know the
song.
song.
That's a lie. I danced with him once before.
Yeah, but you didn't know the song.
It'd been years and I didn't know the song. And it worked out. So it could go either way.
An easy first.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like if you have the skill there too, like it shows. And honestly, Brad and I were saying, it's funny. He goes, "Fuck yes." I can't remember who was before you guys, but they chose the slow.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, there's been 3 slows in a row, so I get to pump it back up.
Yeah,
and the audience is just like, like you guys hit everything. It was
but yeah, that's
it was very fun.
Like from the get-go, it was just like,
nice.
Nice.
What do you expect from Brad though? It's very fun, Bradford. Thank you.
Yeah. That was very cool.
I had a fun dance with Abby. Thank you, Abby. That was fun.
Very cool.
I definitely got outside of my comfort zone. I just started like, I can't remember even what song we got, but I just remember being
I love the smell of it.
S&M.
S&M
by Rihanna. And I just remember being a bit dirty, I think, during it. And I was like, did a little slut drop in front of Abby at the
I
start.
love that you think you were dirty. It was
It was
very
pretty
PG.
tamed,
It was
other
very
than the
PG.
start. It was
For
very
you.
tamed. Yeah.
I was expecting you
she
to
did
actually
this-
do the smell of it before her
She
in a
sniffed
really
me.
terrible way, but
I was
she
like,
did it
that's
before you.
genius.
She
Yeah.
did. She did
That was
sniff you.
genius.
She did sniff you.
She got right in there.
Yeah.
I sniffed her afterwards.
Armpit, just to
Yeah.
I went down the
clarify.
arm.
Yeah, it was like she'd from after talking to her afterwards. It sounded like what had happened. You were, if you were there, you were there. I'm sure there'll be a video of it. But she went in for the sniff, but you had like rotated or something, so she got right into the
Yeah.
pit.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I wasn't
Right in
paying
there.
attention
Yeah.
at all to the
the lyrics.
as much as I probably could
Yeah.
have or should have.
That's all right.
But,
you sniffed her back.
I was definitely in a pump up mode where I just should have probably slowed down a little bit,
Mhm.
even though it was a pump up song.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
it is what it is. And it was funny. Like the more people danced, I was like, "Oh, that's us going down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's us going down a level."
Mhm.
But it was really cool to watch, like all of the all of the matchups.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was a higher. Like we don't get
Like
that many all-star divisions here, right? And
Just
if we
sucks
do,
you guys were down like one leader. If you had just had one extra leader, you
where
could
are we
have
down?
had even.
Oh, just because it's
one
all-star
extra
champions
follow.
or whatever.
It works
Something, yeah.
Too bad we didn't have anyone to fill
But
that role.
it was
Yeah.
good. It was very fun.
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah,
It was very-
good.
yeah,
It was
very,
cool,
very
cool to
fun.
watch.
So
I
you
like
mentioned judging over the weekend.
Judging.
What
Yep.
did you want to mention with the judging?
I only judged like two things. I think I did like the prelims for I think Open Strictly
Mhm.
and then the finals for Novice Strictly.
Yep.
I love the dances in New Zealand. Like when it's like every time I watch them, I'm like, damn, there's like something going on over here.
Something in
Like,
the water
yeah,
over there.
They've just got like a really like largely like so many of the dancers have like such solid technique.
Yeah.
Like everyone looks so clean when they move like through their
Yeah.
like dancing. And I think at this point, like intermediate and advanced is now largely New Zealanders.
Oh,
as
yes.
opposed to like
Mm.
obviously we're in New Zealand,
Yeah.
but like I think like
Even coming over,
like collectively like between Australia and New Zealand, I think like a big portion of that is from
there's a
New
lot
Zealand.
of a good, and this is I think Australia has so many more people I think than New Zealand doing
Mm.
West Coast, but we probably have the same amount of upper level like that high level dancers,
Yeah.
but we're all just like spread out and we don't all travel to everything at the same time.
We
all
actually
that
have
sort of
more. But
Yeah, probably
yeah,
more.
we're just.
stuff. But and then we also
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
more lower level people as well.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like I think
exactly.
it's the same. It's just very drawn more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's the same if you went to America. It's the same, just more.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
like so on, so on.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
yeah.
Yeah, how'd you guys go judging? Last year, I didn't do too much this year. Last year, I really struggled. I remember, like, everyone was
Yeah,
so
same.
the same.
Like
so
there
I'm
was a
not,
lot of same.
this year, not so much, like, I think, but I only had, like, the few assignments, which I
I
was happy about.
found the other events in New Zealand this year were very like same when I was
Yeah.
judging.
Mhm.
This year was pretty good, and I think we had like a bit of flavor with like international visitors at NZO
That's
as well, which I
true.
think changed up the partnerships a little bit.
Yes,
So
that
people
was
were
cool.
dancing with people they wouldn't
Differently.
normally dance with.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
Sure.
this is the first time in New Zealand this year for me. It's been a little bit more like
Okay.
easier to
Seeing it.
kind of
Different-
read.
see,
and,
Yeah.
I would say the
Yeah.
same. I
Yeah.
honestly, there's been times where you said like the technique from most of New Zealand is really good.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, what else can people bring at these levels? And then
Yeah.
again, when you get to that, like I'm not expecting novice to have a lot of musicality.
Yeah.
But then there was a few that did, and like so
Yeah.
on, so on.
Mhm.
And then sometimes the technique would drop. Like, so it's like, what do you prioritize again?
Yeah.
And I think at like most competitions where you have like judges from overseas or judges from different parts of the world coming together with different expectations, judges' scores are different, right?
Yeah.
Which reflect in all of the judges' scoring. I think there's obviously a few judges out there that got it spot on. I haven't looked completely at the judges' scores at all of them, but I remember seeing a few people that nailed the scoring.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which is always awesome when you like nail this placing.
It
It's
feels good.
I
You're
got
like,
first, second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
But like, yeah, that not everyone's going to be at that point as well.
Mhm.
So it was cool. I just think it was I love what Chris is doing with bringing all stars in,
Mm.
and how all of us just got really all of us got along. Feels like we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
And it just feels very warming and a comfortable space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
What was it? Intermediate Jack and Jill, like the Spotlight Finals. What did you guys think?
So good.
I had a fun time watching it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed watching that.
Mhm.
It was again, I feel like the level it's kind of sad though, because like 5 or 6 of them are now out. They're in advance.
Well, that's it. Like
Yeah.
5 people
Congrats,
moved up.
guys.
New
Yeah,
wave,
that
like
event.
awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats to the people that made it
Yeah.
out. There was a few of you actually that weekend.
So
Yeah, like
it's
boom,
awesome.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Very
Cool.
awesome.
Very, very cool.
Building it up, which is great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Super great.
That was very, very fun to watch. I didn't get the greatest view. I was pretty much like side on to like
yeah.
to it. So I was like, I'm seeing like enough. I'm sure it would have looked a little nicer from the front. But yeah, some of those couples killed it.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
to be fair, yeah, Kaylee and Thomas, like they came first, so close to a picket fence.
Yeah, I
So
saw
close.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very close. But
Don't
they
you love when that happens? You're like, oh.
Anyone who doesn't know what a picket fence is, it's when you look at the scoring and if you've got like placement of ones all across,
From every
picket
single
fence is what we
judge,
kind
yeah.
of call
Yeah.
that. So
and they had all ones and a 2.
it's
And a
very
second.
rare, but it does happen.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done it, only a handful.
And
So
again,
close.
when we talk about this, if you're the judge that put them second, because I can't even remember who that is, don't feel bad. Like,
feel bad.
No,
Makes
no.
you a worse person.
This is it. You need to be able to be like back your judging.
Yeah.
Like
As long as you
maybe
can-
feel bad if you can't back your judging.
And to be fair, that's still really good scores. Like a second
Yeah.
isn't.
For one
It's like
place,
one
You're pretty
place,
much on it.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really good. Oh, sorry. This is like to backtrack from the day before its video because I kind of like totally forgot. And this was kind of one of the larger reasons why I lost my voice. The Pro-Am Jack and Jill.
Oh yeah.
That is why I lost my voice because
Aw.
I was screaming so much during it because it was so exciting. But I love that. I love
Yeah, the Pro-Am Dragon Show was lots of fun.
The lolly
That was-
scramble?
No, the
No,
Pro-Am.
Pro-Am one.
Invitational.
Where it was all the
Oh,
international.
yeah.
Invitational.
yeah.
I think it was Invitational.
Pro-Am Invitational,
Well,
I should
it
say.
was kind of they all got chosen, so it wasn't
Yeah, it was an invitational.
invitational strictly situation.
It was,
but
yeah.
It was very cool.
Which is like an
Um,
invitational where you just get to choose. Like invitationals
Yeah.
have all different
Yeah.
themes as well. So this invitational was just like these guys got to choose someone to dance with, and they didn't know who it was, but they all just sat out there by themselves,
Yeah.
or but with each other,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
the pro couples. That
Oh, yeah, that's not a Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. But to them, it was a Jack and Jill because they didn't know who
I
chose
didn't
it.
know who got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
pros
get
knew
you.
who they were, but that's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is very cool to see people's reactions and surprises and like. And
Yeah.
I think some of them absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just-
Yeah, no,
it was very
So cool.
I was like, damn, you guys are showing up. Like, go out, go all out, get it.
And
Yeah.
the crowd's so supportive as well.
Yeah.
Like everyone was up there doing their thing. Everyone was doing something. It was just really cool to
Yeah.
see. I love it. Every time they would like finish their dances, they'd do like the high, like running down past all the
that was
competitors
Oh, that was
and
funny.
high five everyone.
Yeah,
and every
that's
single
funny.
time, because I was on the corner of that again.
Yeah.
Like every time they would get to the end of them, we'd all like in the
Another
crowd
one?
put our hands out to like hopefully get some high fives from them.
Brad was gonna start telling
Yeah.
them to crowd surf.
Well, that,
Oh, that was funny.
yeah,
That
that's
was
it.
funny. Imagine everyone just moved and Brad was doing like the Brad would be like, see
That's what everyone
demonstration.
else kind of.
It's like a
Yeah.
scene like that in Mean Girls, I think.
Oh, I'm just a mean
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad.
We're mean girls.
I wanted to talk about that because I had such a fun time watching that. But that really
Yeah.
fucked me up for the rest of the weekend.
It's a good thing your voice came back on the
At least by Sunday.
Yeah, that
I was
was good.
struggling.
Just in time for the after party.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
To lose it again.
Oh
To
man,
lose it
and let's
again.
talk about the after party. That place is a wicked. Let's be honest, Chris has done a good job buying a house or doing it up or whatever
A
you've
party
done.
house.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
is. It has a slide in it
It's got a slide.
and a secret room
A secret room.
that isn't so secret.
To
but
be
it's-
fair, the exciting
knows
part
about the
about
secret
that secret room as well is the fact that there is a secret room.
Yeah.
Not the room itself.
yeah, the room
Because you
itself.
go in and it's like, oh, this is storage.
Yeah.
But it's
Basically
behind
under
a
the stairs.
bookshelf,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
cool.
It is.
Good use of space.
Yeah, that's like a gnarly place to have like a party. That's like
slide
a
was
really
fast.
solid.
I didn't realize. I don't remember it being that fast. I don't
It
know
was
if he
quite
polished it or
slick.
something.
Yeah.
But I remember-
I think actually last year I remember it being worse because I remember everyone that did it literally went off the edge.
Yeah, yeah.
But this year I don't think that happened.
Oh, I did. I
Yeah.
did, and your mum nearly did.
Yeah.
I was so we caught her at the end.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Go Leilani.
Hell yeah.
You
We
guys-
went down, me, you, and Sam. we
That's
went
right,
down
at the same
together
time.
At the same
Nice.
time.
Yeah, that was quicker than I thought it was. To be
Yeah.
honest.
I was actually pretty scared. Yeah, gnarly. Like,
I love it.
That's
Everyone was
very
still dancing at the after party.
Yeah.
There was line dances at the after party.
mhm.
There was a spa. People were in the kitchen. People were playing pool, like table pool.
So many
Um,
activities.
There's
Yeah.
like lots going on.
So
Everyone's,
funny.
doing stuff.
I get there. I like look over to the kitchen, which is so crowded, and there's stuff everywhere. And all I see is my mum and my auntie clearing all the space and like putting food out.
Yeah, it looked
Started
like they
like
were
catering. They
Yeah.
started catering the after party. I was like, what?
Some motherly vibes.
What are you
No, let me
doing?
look
Who
after you.
did Chris buy all that food? Like,
No.
where did the food come from?
I
No
just
idea.
want to say,
Okay.
our alcohol was in danger being there. I remember walking in. The first thing I saw was
everything
someone.
was
One of
fair
our our friends were like holding a bottle. Like
Was this-
no.
is this
Someone took
Liana?
it. I think so.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like she's holding the bottle and be like, no. I think it went missing for a second, so I'm just gonna hold on to it just in case.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. I feel like it's just everyone's kind of sharing moment.
Nope.
And then we put ours down. I was like, we brought
Why
one
do you
bottle.
think I carried ours the whole night?
Well, I started to, but I brought one bottle and I left the other bottle at Laura's.
Just to clarify, you not only left one bottle, you left an entire bag of alcohol.
I was gonna say, we got. See, I brought the bag I said I was gonna bring, and I
Yeah.
put it very far away from
Yeah.
everybody.
Good
I was
idea.
like, this is the corner where this stays, so no one
Yeah.
else is gonna take it, because that was a common theme of the weekend. Very, very fun, but a lot of missing alcohol.
Oh yeah, Brad and you the first night. I was like, "Do you guys have a few drinks?" Oh, the bottle's empty. He's like, "I'm pretty sure you were like, I don't remember drinking that much." Okay.
It was a big bottle.
But that's like even that like
Yeah.
that meant that's how good the chats are when you go and talk to people at this event. Like I remember sitting down at the end of the night. I think it was 6 a.m. in the morning on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And people were still just having good D&Ms
Yeah.
and chats.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of people still there. I'm like,
That's
far
good.
out.
Yeah.
When do you go to bed?
Yeah. Oh goodness, that's it. But
yeah.
But yeah, worthwhile event.
Yeah,
It was
very,
great to
very
see
cool.
some more international representation this
Mm,
year. Very
yeah.
cool. We had some people from
Always
the
fun to meet
States.
people.
Yeah, that was awesome. There was a lot
Yeah.
of people from overseas, which was
Yeah,
very cool.
yeah.
Venue location in the city was awesome.
Oh,
I really
That
liked
was
it.
super
Yeah.
convenient.
That's
so that
right.
was really good.
Chris was doing a thank you speech to like all of the people from overseas that have judged. And I think Lou was getting carried out by someone. I was like, Lou, you're not from overseas. Lou's literally from Australia and we're
Yeah.
in New Zealand.
You made
In my
us sit
head-
out.
In my head. And she sat back down. I was like, oh.
I
To
love
be
it.
fair, I was confused when Australians went over there as well. I had to like think
'Cause-
for a second.
Because
why.
in my mind, we're like,
We're the same.
We're part like
Yeah.
of the family.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
That's why I
and
liked
I
it.
forget it's not
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not as-
just
not-
like it really
it is overseas.
yeah,
it's
it doesn't
overseas.
really feel international.
doesn't. No,
So
not
thank you
possibly.
to you guys at the NZO for hosting such a beautiful weekend.
Chris, Street
Yeah.
Swing,
Amazing.
and for dance, Sarah
For
for the
dance.
filming. It was
So good.
amazing.
So many
Very
different
awesome.
aspects. We can't thank everybody
Mm.
because everyone has their own individual role,
Yeah.
and it honestly isn't an event without all the people there.
Yeah.
And it was just freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Would recommend. Highly
Yeah,
recommend.
for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool event.
We'll
For
see
sure.
you guys there next year.
That's it.
Cheers!
If we can have that.
Peace out.
I'm joking. See you guys.
Cheers.